Hey, what's going on everybody? It's your favorite Introvert here, and today we're going to be going over the boomerang shot. Now the boomerang shot has been around for a little bit. You may have seen it recently on some popular YouTube videos, but I wanted to show 3 ways that I do the boomerang shot. We're going to be using waypoints, we're going to be using active track, and we're going to be using manual flying. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, so first what we're going to do is we're going to line up on our target, and we have this cross that has been placed up on Parrot on the mountain. If you guys are interested to come check it out, it is pretty cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to do several ways to track this. It's pretty simple. You're going to select what you're wanting to focus on. We're going to get a little bit closer to it, guys, and we're also going to do a 180 to make sure that we're not going to run anything. We're on a hill, so as long as we're not going down, we'll be okay. Alright, so to do the boomerang, it's rather simple, guys. We're going to select it. We're going to start our recording here. Alright, and then we're just going to move back and away. We're also going to gain altitude while moving away, and we'll also gently roll the dial so that the camera tries to keep our subject as close to the center as possible. And we'll come up, we'll reveal a nice thick cloud has gotten in front of the sun, so that's pretty interesting there. Alright, and once we feel like we've gone far enough, we'll stop what we're doing, and then we will reverse action while we slowly move forward, panning down, as well as decreasing altitude, coming back to our original point or as close to original as possible. Alright, and we're coming right in there. Whoosh. Boom. There we go. Alright, that is one way to do it. We'll go ahead and stop our recording there. The other way, as you might have guessed, we are going to go ahead and we are going to active track, but this time active track we are going to use spotlight. Okay, there we go. We've used spotlight. We're going to start our recording there. Let's go ahead and highlight our object that we want to focus on. Go. Alright, now we're just going to ease back and away, allowing the camera to do its work. If you notice, the speed is significantly reduced while we're doing this active track there, but that's okay because when we're ramping it up in post, we'll be able to speed it up as quick as we want it, or we'll be able to slow it down as quick as we want it. And plus, this way the gimbal isn't jerky. We have smooth, stable movements, so that way when we speed it up, hopefully it reduces the amount of wobble that shows in our boomerang. So when we feel like we've gotten far enough back, we'll go ahead and stop what we're doing and move forward and down, just taking this shot in reverse. Again, going nice and smooth, so it's going to provide a stable video for us here. Nice and smooth, making sure we're still recording, coming into the cross there, making it nice and stable as we come in. Alright, that looks good there too. So we're going to go ahead and stop recording, stop our active track. But lastly, what we're going to do is we are going to do, let's say, alright, we're going to do waypoints. Alright, we're going to go from here, start recording waypoints. Alright. Record one here. So that saved us, and we're going to pull back and away. There we go. And we'll record another one there. Alright. Come back to where we want the boomerang to finish, which will be right here, roundabouts. Yeah, that looks good. Alright. We'll make sure that it's centered up in our frame, and we're going to record, and done. Alright, so we're going to apply, uploading it. We're going to make sure we are recording, and we're going to use our gimbal to track. It's going to make its way to the first waypoint, and then it's going to slowly move back to the second waypoint. And again, you're going to want to manually move the camera gimbal how you want the shot to look. So we will move the gimbal, slowly pan up as the clouds come in again. And as it makes its way back, we'll manually move the camera gimbal back to its spot. Alright, there we go. Last checkpoint reached. So there you go. There are 3 ways that you can create a boomerang shot. Now it's up to you and your decision to choose what is going to be the best option for you to take. So I know the waypoints is probably the worst of all of them, but in some other situations it may be the best and only option. So for that, it is left up to you. So let's go ahead and jump into post and let's create our boomerang. Alright, we are in our editing software today, which happens to be Premiere Pro CC 2018. And we have our clip put in the sequence right now. We're going to go in and we're going to right click on this FX tab here. We're going to go to time, remapping, and we're going to go to speed. Now what this is going to allow us to do is it's going to allow us to speed ramp. So we're going to hit that space bar. We're going to let it play for a little bit. We're going to find the place that we want to start the speed ramp. This looks good right here. We're going to hit P on our keyboard. We're going to position our points and we're going to zoom into our sequence. We're going to press V and we're going to pull it all the way up to 1000. Now 1000 happens to be where Premiere Pro will cut you off. You cannot take it higher than 1000. Or you can't speed it up faster than 1000. So what you can do if you want to speed it up additionally, you can nest the sequence, but right now we're not going to do that. So we're just going to spread it out to where we can get that gradual ramp into the clip. So we'll speed up right there. You can see it. Whoosh. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to find that position where it stops. So right around here. We're going to hit P on the keyboard again. We're going to place another point, V to change it back, and we're going to drag it back down to 100. And what this is going to do is it's going to allow it to give it that nice push-pull effect or pull-push effect, if that makes sense to you guys. You'll see it in the end. Basically, it's speeding out, and then it slows down, and then it's going to warp right back into the comeback of the boomerang. So we're going to go ahead and ease this transition in. Then we're going to find where we start to come back. Right there. Alright, and then we're going to P again. We're going to place another point, V, and bring it back up to 1000. So that's going to bring the speed up there. Alright, so I don't want this much at the beginning here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it up almost to the point of the ramp, and we'll bring it back because I don't want this clip any longer than it needs to be. So we'll preview it right quick. Looking good, and then we slow down and we bring it back in here. And I kind of don't like this large gap here, so what I'm going to do is play around with it. There we go. I like that little wobble. That looks pretty cool there. And bring it back in. That looks good to me there. So what we're going to do So we're going to place this almost at the end of the clip, put another point here, drag it out a little bit, and bring it down. Alright, that looks pretty good to me right now, so let's go ahead and render the in to out. We'll render this real quick, and this will give us a smooth playback before we render it for real, and it'll still allow us to edit if there's anything wrong. And basically at this point, now that you have the boomerang pretty much finished as far as the speed ramping is concerned, then you can go in, you can nest your clip, and you can add some visual effects like your dolly zoom effects if you wanted the background to look like it's moving, like a parallax almost. So you can add that feature in there, and you can speed ramp it even more if you'd like, and you can customize the settings further for your liking. So that in a sense is how you create the boomerang effect. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. If you have any requests for some certain videos, please leave them in the comments as well. I always like hearing from you guys and hearing what you guys want to see. I know there's been a lot of requests to do the QX7 controls for the Parrot Disco, so I am working on that this weekend, and we'll have some upcoming videos coming shortly with the Disco. In fact, there's going to be several videos in a series coming up, so we'll be doing that as well. I hope that helps. I hope that piques your interest. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. I appreciate all the support and your help. And that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you have a great day, evening, or morning, and I will see you next time. See you later, guys.